Hello. Today I'm going to talk about Danielson 1A within the Danielson Framework. Danielson 1A is knowledge of pedagogy. So, this means that you know enough about the curriculum and about teaching to be able to create a lesson that applies to the kids in front of you. It's the first step. That part of creating a lesson for the kids in front of you, that's going to go into 1E. But you can't do that or be effective in 1E if you don't know enough about pedagogy or what you're teaching in 1A. So how are you going to get good in 1A? You're going to get good by reading through the curriculum. You're going to get good by brushing up on your pedagogy. Whatever it is you have to do, study your kids. Get data on your kids. That's the best way to get information on how to build a lesson and knowledge on pedagogy and how you're going to apply your skills to making sure that your kids get up to speed and get on academic level. Does it mean that you have to read through the curriculum and be able to say it back verbatim to your administrator? No, it doesn't. You need to read through it though, because admin is going to know within the first 5 minutes if you don't know what you're talking about and if you're unprepared. And if you are unprepared and you don't know what you're talking about and you haven't studied your pedagogy, your data, you can pretty much guarantee that you're either going to get a developing or an ineffective in 1A. And that almost always bleeds into 1E. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, you definitely didn't write a good lesson. Right? So, one thing that you want to do is roll up your sleeves and read through it no matter how painful it is. I actually find it fun to read through curriculum. It's like a puzzle, and you should start thinking about it that way too. When you're reading through it, what are the pieces that you need to build a really good lesson and that you can add to your toolkit, right? Your pedagogy. I can give the same lesson to several different people, and I will get a different lesson executed every single time. That's because it's your knowledge of pedagogy that has to come through in your lesson. That is what administrators want to see. So roll up your sleeves, look through every curriculum that you need to teach, and figure out what it is that you need from that curriculum to build a good lesson for the kids that you have in front of you based on their data. Right? That's the best way to get good at 1A. You can get it effective very easily. Just show your stuff. Show that you actually read through it, right? Show that you are modeling something that reflects what is actually being asked of you in the curriculum. Okay. The way you get developing is by not looking at any of the materials that you have. And especially if you're a new teacher or a new-ish teacher, you don't want to, in your first year, second year, wing it. You can pretty much guarantee your failure. So the way to a highly effective and an effective is to read through that curriculum, know what you're talking about, and let your pedagogy as a teacher shine through. I hope this helped for 1A.